Everyone, this is my tackle box I use for inshore fishing in Florida. And this is basically something to go for everything. And I have pretty good luck with all of it. So the very first thing I always bring is a top water lures. And I have one more mullet one that's the same as the Muraline. And these I always make sure to get the top of the water column. You know, a lot of redfish are biting that. Snook once in a while, but mainly it's mackerels. Those mackerels and trout are always killing top water. And then your power tails. And I usually put this with about a quarter ounce jig head. And this one is probably one of my favorites. I think that power tail has definitely given me the best luck with anything. It absolutely destroys the trout, especially when it starts heating up. And the reds like to bite it too. And I have another power tail I have right here that I got as a present. Hasn't tried this one out yet, so going to try that one out very soon. On the bottom layer, I do have a couple of hooks. I like prefer circle hooks. I have little swivels, barrel swivels, and I usually use a Gamatasku. But this is the bottom rig I have here. It's a weedless little shrimp lure, and I let it bounce off the bottom and lets me see what's hungry if they're not looking for any bait fish that day. Besides that, that's pretty much it. That all I use for inshore fishing, and there's plenty of other lures, but this is what I use on the go. And it's just simple for me. It's a one and done. I only use this, and of course measuring tape, make sure they're legal, and I usually run about 25-pound leader for the most part. And right here I'm showing how to use the top water plug. Right now I'm using the gotcha plug, and it's about walk the dog. So I'm constantly reeling in and bringing it back, reeling in, bringing it back. And if you're on the pier, you do the same thing, except instead of bringing the rod up, you're going to walk the dog downwards. This right here is the mirror lure. So when I toss this one out, I kind of just let it sink just for a second. I keep the line a tiny bit slack after it's in the water, and I give it little twitches. So as you can tell, twitch, 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 twitch. Sometimes just one twitch, sometimes two twitches, and it's just as simple as that. And then right here is what I'm doing for the swim bait. The little power tail, I'm just reeling, retrieving, retrieving, retrieving. I stop once, maybe twice, sometimes even 3 times. But for me, it's just stay retrieved. Sometimes I'll give a couple of twitches here and there. But for the most part, it's just steady retrieve for me. If I'm just trying to cover some ground, see what's biting, then if I get some activity, then I'll start changing it a little bit. And here's a quick example of some results. This is what I got doing with the power tail. I actually didn't even make any differences with what I was retrieving with. I just gave a steady retrieve, and I stopped once, and I felt some bite when it was going down, because you want to let it go down for a couple seconds. And then that's about it.